Hello everybody, Logan here with another video. First off, I want to wish you all a happy Halloween. Now, I am doing this a little differently. I'm kind of doing how we used to do it in the past, where I'm doing a double upload with the demo and the review. That is solely because it's Halloween, it's a little bit of a special occasion. I'm sure I'm probably going to be dropping other videos as well. I'm going to be real with you. It's like the 28th today. So dogs, I'm filming all this stuff ahead of time. So, I'm so sorry for breathing in y'all's ear in the demo. I've been having some upper respiratory issues, right? I've been, not feeling so great. And I've been a little bit out of breath. And I'm dying, really. I feel like I'm always sick. It's usually the changing of the seasons, and it's been pretty warm here in Indiana for a while, and now it's starting to really get cold again. So it messes with my body because my allergies get really bad. When my allergies get really bad, it does make me sick. My allergies are just that bad. So we're hanging in there. Hopefully I'm not sick by the time Halloween rolls around, because that would really bum me out. But today we are going to be reviewing the animated drop-down Scarecrow. Yes, this is another one of the animatronics I got from Party City. So actually, a fun fact about my Party City. So my Party City was actually converted into a Halloween city. So I have all the Halloween City animatronics. I've seen Marlin in person. Marlin's really cool. I've also seen Warg, or the Mega Wolf too. That thing about scared the shit out of me. I'll post his video too, probably today, just for some fun little spooky content for you guys. So supposedly these guys went down to 50%. So, my Exterminator video, that's wrong. It's no longer 25%. It's 50% now. Sorry. I'm trying to see, how much was this guy originally? He was $220. That's $220 for this prop. I'm going to tell you, it's really not bad. It has... Sorry, I just tripped over a pumpkin. I feel like that's only an issue a haunter can have. So this guy has it's either the same mechanism or it's a very similar mechanism to Drop Down Scarecrow. And I know it's a little different than Darling Dolly's. I think hers isn't as secured as this guy. Because this one's a little interesting because he's got... Well, actually, see if I can show you. So this is spring loaded, for one. It's like a pop-up mech, or like a module, and then it releases here, and these are hinged with these cotter pins, like bolts, and then he flops down. It's what's really cool about this. I don't think Dolly is spring-loaded at all. I think it's just gravity. This one is spring-loaded. And Warg has extra springs because he's so big. So this is probably the lightest of the two, because there's really not a lot to the Scarecrow itself. It's mainly fabric. I mean, he has little metal bits that slips into it. It's built kind of like a hanger. The only kind of difference is the arms are actual metal poles. And what's really cool about the arms too is they're spring loaded, right? So when he drops down, see how they do that? That is, you can actually hear them. That's the springs. So they actually can when he hits the ground, they'll move. Which I thought that was a really interesting addition that Tekky did. Also, what I really like are the branches, right? So I thought it was an interesting choice, but what I'm really happy is that they are plastic. They're not like the wood. Because some companies would actually use wood. Would actually use wood. But, I mean, that's something that some companies do. So I'm glad to see Tekky do a route where they won't break because, you know, that was a worry of mine that they would be dumb enough to do that. They weren't. I don't know why I dreaded Tekky on that one. I'm happy they were smart. The clothing is pretty there's really not a lot to talk about. I will say, I'm happy that they did not give him a freaking rib cage. Oh my god. Props to you, mama. I get so tired of the exposed rib cages on Scarecrows. It's not just a Tekkyism. Everyone does it. Everybody does it. I don't get it. So many of my Scarecrows have rib cages. It kind of bugs me. So I'm really glad that this one does not have an exposed rib cage. The face is a little more traditional. I actually have to zoom in here because he's like 8 feet up in the air. It's a lot more similar to that of Lantern, like the Lantern Scarecrow from Big Lots. I wish they would have gone more with the prototype that we saw on like the Lost Wiki account with like the open mouth type of thing, where it looks like a burlap sack wrapped around like a creature's head. I wish they would have gone that route more than like the super simplified Scarecrow. But I mean, the head's cool nonetheless. It's just, to this one, it seems more, I've seen it before, you know? And it's like, when you compare this to that of the pumpkins, for example, this really isn't on par with those. So, you know, it was a little bit underwhelming, but the animation for this guy makes up for it. For sure. What I do like is I don't need to weigh him down. It's definitely encouraged, but it's not necessary. Because he won't tip over, which definitely makes me feel a lot better. The base is actually pretty long, and it does split into 2 parts. You know, kind of like Mr. Dark, and I think Emmeline is the same way, and Hellspawn. Because, again, he literally drops down, like, right to your face. I don't really know how far I would say he goes. Maybe about a foot? It's not as dramatic as, like, Emmeline, for example. Or Emmeline, however you want to pronounce it. But, like, right now, he's, like, 8.2 feet. Like, at least that's what the box says. So, and he is, like, 8 feet up in the air. Like, he's very, very up there. I think the concept is really well done, where it does kind of look like a Scarecrow is up on a post. The only thing I do wish they did is they gave him, like, the arm, like the wooden T-post or something like that, to really sell it. I don't know what the other versions were like, because this is not the first one, but it's the first one to be released. There are at least 2 other versions of the drop-down Scarecrow that exist. One of them, the body surfaced and was sold. The other one has never surfaced. And then there's this guy. And actually, really fun fact is, this guy was supposed to release... I'm trying to remember. I think it was 2021 or 2020. I think it was 2021. I'm pretty sure. Because he got really close, and he actually shared a skew with that static one. I think it was Twisted Jack he shared a skew with, which was really interesting. And we never saw him. And it could have been this. It could have looked just like this. It could have been different. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to get on with the demo. He has 2 different phrases. I believe they are pop-up Scarecrows phrases. I think. I don't know. None of my Scarecrows say any of this, so not a problem for me. And I got him hooked up to a footpad. I also do want to mention this. He is louder than fuck. I have him like almost turned all the way down, and he is still really loud. Like he's just loud. He's a loud prop. I don't know why. I don't know why Tekky did that, but you really can't make him quiet. You know, here's his second phrase.
Come one step closer, and I'll take your soul.
So yeah. I think for right now, at least in terms of like, sorry, I'm like jumbling my words really bad. It's really late. So as of right now, he's going for 110. Yeah, I know math. So 110 for this guy is super generous, and if he goes 75% off tomorrow, I'm gonna like be so mad because I filmed these all in advance, so like, which I feel like is kind of a terrible thing, but like also, meh. I can't really film these during my work days. Sorry, but this is a huge ass Scarecrow. But as far as I'm concerned, right now he's going for 110, which is extraordinarily generous. I think he is worth that price. I think he was worth how much I got him for. I got him for, I think probably about 30% off. Mine was a little different because the manager hooked me up. She was super cool. But yeah, I recommend him. I think he's really cool. I think he's an awesome Scarecrow prop. I cannot wait to display him next year at my pumpkin patch. I think he's going to get so many kids. I think he's really going to get them. Tekky definitely did a really good job with some, I would say, groundbreaking jump scare characters this year. With him and Warg and Dolly and Emmeline, I think Tekky really did a good job just freshening up the jump scare scene and reminding us who's boss. Anyway, guys, that is all for me. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, happy Halloween and stay safe. That's all for me, guys. Bye.